Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of Navya's talk show series, Healthcare and the New Normal. For those of you who don't know Navya, we're a health tech company and a trusted digital partner for thousands of doctors across the country. By making doctors digitally smart, we help improve patient outcomes and experience and have positively impacted millions of patients. For today's episode, we have Dr. Trimsi Tyagi with us. Doctor, thank you so much for taking time out for the talk show. Uh, Dr. Trimsi Tyagi is a diabetologist and a consultant physician at Madhu Family Clinic, based out of Lucknow, UP. Dr. Tyagi is a medical graduate from King George Medical University, Lucknow. She did her master's with Diplomat of National Board in Family Medicine and Fellowship in Diabetes from CMC Vellore, Tamil Nadu. She also has certification in diabetes from Public Foundation of India. Dr. Tyagi, I hope I got all of that right.
Yeah. Yes.
So for our viewers, today's topic is if COVID-19 can trigger diabetes in patients. And Dr. Tyagi, I will start, with a very basic question, which I think all of us have. So, we're well aware that COVID-19 infection can cause a lot of serious health problems when it comes to, say, lung damage or kidney damage and so on. But lately, research has suggested that it has also been a cause for diabetes in a lot of patients. So is that actually true?
Actually, bit unpleasant and unfortunate to hear that, but it's to some extent it's true. This COVID strain, COVID-19 virus and infection can trigger a new onset of diabetes in patients who are non-diabetic earlier. This is true. Few studies are coming now suggestive of this fact. And there's a reason behind it, the scientific and pathological reason behind it. Yes.
So if I may ask, what exactly is the reason for the cause of diabetes?
Yeah. There's a reason. There's a pathological and scientific reason is this COVID-19 virus. We know about it. That it has some protein spikes through which it get attached to our body, few receptors named as ACE2 receptors. That is angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor. And these receptors are present in abundance in most of the metabolic tissues in our body, like most commonly lungs, intestine, heart, pancreas, and liver. And pancreas is something which has beta cells, which are the main focus for producing insulin, which is the mainstay for balancing the metabolism of glucose in our body. And when COVID-19 virus attached to this and attacked these beta cells in pancreas, like it is causing illness in lungs also, most, dreading disease is lung disease in COVID. Okay. Likewise, it can attach to pancreas as receptors also in beta cells, and it can destruct it, decrease its number, which will definitely impair the balance of glucose metabolism in patient, and which can possible in patients who were not diabetic earlier also. This is the fact.
So if I get this right, it is actually attacking beta cells that are responsible for producing insulin.
It has that ACE receptors are also there. That's why.
Okay.
This is attachment between that COVID protein spike and that ACE receptors, which is present in our body in most of the metabolic tissues. That is it.
Sure. And since you have treated a lot of COVID patients yourself, have you actually seen some sort of a link between a steroid treatment being used for COVID and that leading to cause of diabetes in COVID-19 patients?
Most important is this reason for the new onset of diabetes in patients who are not diabetic earlier. But there are categories of patients. Few patients are almost always pre-diabetic in their life from last few years, but they were not aware about it. We have that tendency of disturbed metabolism, and which can lead to frank diabetes in such health crisis. When you got this COVID-19, your immunity is low, you're getting your physical stress, then it get into the frank diabetes. This just because of this pre-existing pre-diabetic stage. And when we give steroids, steroid is something which always shoot up the normal sugar levels in our body. And the patient who are pre-diabetic but not aware about it, It is
Right.
more, dangerous thing to these patients. And some patients are aware about their pre-diabetic stage, and they told us about that, ki we are pre-diabetic. So we started treating them right from the beginning in the
Hmm.
course of this COVID treatment, along with
Hmm.
steroids also, that we gave some oral hypoglycemics. If they are not controlled on that, we gave insulin also. But the problem is the patients which are not aware, but their personality is like this, like metabolic syndrome, obese patients, already hypertensive, like in social stress also, their lifestyle is like this. So they are more prone for this thing, developing inflammatory diabetes due to steroid combination and then COVID-19 attack in the
Hmm.
body.
And just a follow-up question there for our viewers. What exactly do you mean when you say pre-diabetes?
Pre-diabetic is something, we have certain levels of HB1AC is a kind of marker for diagnosing the diabetes. When we diagnose a patient with diabetes, it is something like HB1AC. There are all other parameters also, like fasting glucose, postprandial glucose. But we take when we take in account HB1AC, we treat a patient like from 6 to 7. We mostly consider this, the patient is in stage of now pre-diabetes. If you will not take care of its
Mhm.
lifestyle modification, like dietary exercises, and what diet you take, your surroundings, how you translate your surroundings into healthy surroundings with your lifestyle, you will definitely going to get this over diabetes in next few months. So we treat these patients like for 6 months to 1 year with lifestyle modification. And if their lifestyle is not favoring their thing, they can get control of it, then we suggest few medicines also in early phase of diabetes. These patients are pre-diabetic. Like when they are taking good diet, they are doing good lifestyle things, they are in control. But as soon as they will get some stress from physical or lifestyle stress, they will get their sugars shoot up. So these category is diabetes, pre-diabetes.
Got it. And so after recovering from COVID-19, what are the warning signs one must look for which indicate that the patient might have developed diabetes?
Yeah, the patient who are not aware about their diabetes and they got for the first time high sugars during COVID treatment, it means they have tendency for this high sugar status. So they should take care of their lifestyle a lot for next 6 months to 1 year, and for
Mhm.
lifelong even, because now it is very evident they have tendency for this. So they should take care of their diet, like fiber diet more, not less, this fatty diet. People think, okay, we are overcoming this COVID illness. Now we are very weak. We need a high diet with high oils and a lot of things to eat. No, it's not like this. You need nutrition and balanced diet. Not, overeating, binge eating is not going to help you. This will lead to this new onset of diabetes in these kinds of patients. So patient should take care of their lifestyle, walking, slow walking. They can start slow walking, breathing exercises, and most important is dietary modification. Because in this pandemic time, we can't go out a lot for exercise and walking day and night. So we can take care of our diet in the home, our regular habits of eating, sleeping, these kinds of things we can take care of. And few signs we need to take care of diabetes, few signs that if you are getting these kinds of signs, so we should reach to a doctor. Is there something wrong? I've taken steroids, or I got COVID recently, and these things I'm like experiencing. Like most common four or three things are like excessive thirst, that you are feeling like drinking water a lot, like the way you are not feeling earlier before COVID.
Mhm.
But now you're feeling like, okay, I need to drink more and more water every half an hour, every 15 minutes, and you're feeling more urination than usual. Okay, these two things, these in our medical science, it's called polydipsia, like excessive thirst, and polyuria, like excessive urination. And the third thing is more common is polyphagia, means excessive eating, appetite. Your
Mhm.
appetite is suddenly going very high. Okay, you're like feeling like I need to eat at every hour, at every 2 hour, I need to eat something. I'm feeling like hungry. These three signs are very important. And the fourth sign is excessive fatigueness, easy fatigueness. Like you're feeling like my energy is draining like anything. I'm eating a lot, still my energy is draining. These are the symptoms which which can trigger new onset of diabetes, and you should get notice of it. Now there's something wrong, and I should consult a doctor for it. Public
Okay.
awareness is very important. Post-COVID era, we need public awareness about these things. This thing will solve the problem actually.
So if I were to summarize that, if a patient who was diagnosed with COVID-19 before and is experiencing any sort of these warning signs, like you said, excessive thirst, excessive fatigue, or excessive urination, excessive the need to eat more, so excessive from a diet perspective, if they're facing any of these warning
Along
signals,
with
they
weakness also, along with weakness, you're eating more, but
okay.
you're feeling weak. Your energy is like draining.
Mhm.
Then you should get notice of it, definitely.
Right. So they should visit a doctor and get themselves checked. Got it. Okay. And I think you already mentioned how one can prevent diabetes. But if you could just take another few minutes and explain us that what a patient must do to prevent diabetes post-COVID, and even in general, what sort of things that a patient must be doing. Then can you just tell us a little bit about that?
When you are a bit aware about your profile, that when you were getting steroids during COVID treatment, you got high sugars. It means now you're aware about the fact that you have a tendency of high sugars. Now, after post-COVID, in post-COVID times, you should be devoid of sugary eatables. Like you should not take sugar, excessive sugar. I can say you can have one tea of with a teaspoon of sugar, just to know how now your sugars are behaving. Like, and but no oily diets, more of fiber diets, more of fruits. But few fruits have high glycemic index, so you should avoid those fruits also. Like in this time, in this season, mango is a big culprit for sugar patients. So
Yeah.
you should avoid having mangoes if you got recently this COVID-19 infection and with high sugar levels during that time. If patient was okay in COVID, then it's very unlikely you will get this thing in next coming years, just due to COVID only.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. I completely agree with those points. My dad is diabetic, so I completely
Okay. And
understand those points.
awareness about the symptoms is very important. No matter you are doing very good on your part, you're taking good diet, but immunity is something which can be enrolled anytime. Okay.
Yeah.
And it can disturb your body anytime post COVID. Then you should get notice of these things important. You should go to the doctor, consult the doctor about this fact. So as soon as possible, you can get control over it.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. With those points there. Also, since Dr. Tyagi, you have been, treating patients virtually in the last couple of months because of the lockdown that has been imposed. So, how do you see that growing, or do you think that is going to be a constant part of the care process going forward, even after COVID?
It must be. It must be because in last 2.5 months, I treated so many patients through your platform, this Navia. And I want to thank you, Navia platform. I want to thank Navia platform on the behalf of my patients and myself, because I knew I was not able to reach every patient in different part of the country. If Navia, Navia helps me a lot in that. I treated almost from every part of the country. I treated from Sikkim, from Visakhapatnam. I'm living in Lucknow. I must tell you, I'm living in Lucknow, but I treated a patient small towns of Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan, in Sikkim, Visakhapatnam, just because of Navia only. And people are still, booking the appointment with Navia for me because they developed a trust in a particular doctor.
Yeah.
So now they want to reach me every time they have something. No matter now they can go to their local doctors, but again they want to, recorrect the things they are thinking about it. They want to just take counseling or cross opinion. So they are reaching me still through Navia. So Navia played a tremendous role in this thing, and I think it will continue to play it. Now the dimensions will change in the healthcare system like this only. Okay,
Mm.
the other things will change the dimensions definitely. Initially,
Thank you
people
so
used
much.
to wait a lot for months and months to reach particular doctor, going into other city. Okay, we will go to Delhi or Gurgaon, then we will consult that particular doctor. Now it's so easy for them also, for us also.
But thank you so much, doctor, for saying that, because we're extremely happy that we could help in whatever way we could, right? We're extremely happy that we could help you in treating patients, in help you reaching to those patients who are not present in the same city
Yeah.
and everything. We are very happy that we could do that for you.
Yeah.
And as a diabetes specialist, do you have any advice that you would want to give it to our viewers? And especially because diabetes, we have what, more than 70 million patients in our country, and
Yeah.
that number is constantly growing. So is there any advice that you would like to give to our
Yeah,
patients?
especially in terms of diabetes or lifestyle modification disease, because we think it's just a diabetes, it's just a hypertension, but it's not like this.
Mhm.
These are the only things which destabilize your day-to-day routine. Like every time you need to take meal at a definite time, and you need to take drug before meals, otherwise your sugar will shoot up or it will go down. So just to
Yeah.
prevent these things beforehand, you need to modify your lifestyle, because you can't go for a long like this. So we should think about it. Everything in this life to keep ourselves happy is just a lifestyle modification. That is very important. And for both the disease, hypertension or either diabetes or osteoarthritis, any lifestyle modification disease, weight loss is a very important thing. And this pandemic, weight loss was like people are enjoying sitting at home, having food from outside. They are in habit to break their boredom through this only. Just order the food from outside and have it. So
Yeah.
just to break this monotony and boredom. So please don't do like this. I just want to say, uh, use this time in doing this. Discover yourself. How you can do things without these things which are not available right now. How you can improve yourself from within. So this is
Hmm.
something I just want to say. This is a time when you can rediscover yourself. No one is
Hmm.
going to help.
That's actually very thoughtful, and I completely agree with what you're saying here. And since now the restrictions have eased up and we have sort of dealt with the second wave, and there have been a lot of conversations around third wave hitting our
Yeah.
country in the
Yeah.
next couple of months, right? So what are your views on that, and how do we sort of prepare and prevent from that? How do we
As
prevent from a third wave happening? How do we do that?
Yeah, as far as I think, it will definitely hit the country third wave. In
Mm-hmm.
most probably coming August or last week of July or mid-August, it will definitely come. But as I said, the vaccination, I witnessed myself, the vaccination proved a very good thing in saving lives from COVID. Definitely, you can get the infection, you will be positive, but it will not harm you to that extent. It will go like normal flu or just low grade fever, body ache. So things can change through vaccination only, because this virus is something which will keep on changing its strain. So
Yeah.
we need to wear a shield. We can't wait for virus to go.
Hmm.
We need to wear a shield. So vaccination is the only thing, and keep yourself aware about the things, social
Hmm.
distancing, hygiene, and all. Please
Hmm.
don't think, okay, now COVID is going, so we should go on a vacation and have party and all. No, it's not like this.
Yeah.
First of all, it's important to make you safe, then enjoy the life. Only then you can enjoy the life. In fact, when you will be safe.
Yeah, I completely agree. And especially after the restrictions have been eased up,
Yeah.
it's pretty much like everything is back to normal, right? And which is actually scary in a lot of ways. Because if you happen to go out, you'll see that people have completely started living their life in a normal sense. And probably that is going to be the cause of a third wave hitting us, right? And you said last week of August, so that basically means what, 6 to 8 weeks from now.
As far as we can think about it, because we are seeing the patient and watching them roaming here and there, just okay, now COVID is gone, we can enjoy our life. This is the thing should change.
Mm, mm. Also, also the patients who actually had COVID, I think a lot of them still believe because they got COVID, they'll not get it again because of the antibodies. But is that true, or is that something that you would like to tell our
It,
viewers?
it's not like this. If the virus strain will be different, you will get infection. will be positive, but definitely vaccination and antibodies will help you to heal. There were few patients who got infected while getting vaccination at the
Hmm.
vaccination center, and
Okay.
they got
Hmm.
that infection from there. They got
Yeah.
COVID positive, but because they took vaccination few days back, so they recovered well.
Hmm. Hmm.
That
Right.
vaccination. So vaccination is definitely going to save your life, not being positive. Okay, you can be a positive, but definitely it will save you.
And any last words from you, Dr. Tyagi, for all our viewers? Any last words that you would like to say?
Yes. Uh, just stay healthy, stay safe, and please again rediscover yourself in
Hmm.
every term. Okay, mentally, socially, morally, because this pandemic hit people like in every sphere, like economy, mental, morale, everything need to be boosted. So please stay safe and stay happy, and please believe in yourself. You will definitely get over it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tyagi, for taking time out. Also, we are extremely happy that we were able to help you, in treating patients. So
I'm
really
thankful. In
happy.
fact, it was my pleasure.
And we will continue to do so. And also for our viewers out there, like Dr. Tyagi said, we have to be extremely careful. There could be a third wave, potential third wave. And for that, it's very, very important that we still we adhere to all the COVID rules that are out there. And we wear a mask, we get vaccinated. And at the same time, for all the for all the patients who have recovered from COVID, if you are experiencing any sort of warning signs that Dr. Tyagi mentioned, please go and visit a doctor, a diabetologist in specific, and get yourself tested. So thank you so much, Dr. Tyagi. It was great talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Same here.